Okay, guys, I need your help. I have refound my old stack of 1977 original Star Wars trading cards. And I think I'm ready to finally part with them. But I don't know what to do next. So here's what happened. I was scrolling through Facebook and I saw this ad that popped up for eBay. And it showed a card that I think I recognized from a long time ago. And then I looked a little bit more closely at it and it said $325 for a single card. I'm like, yeah, I think I'm ready to part with these now. But I want to do it right. And I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what to do. Now, I know a little bit about coins. And I know that when it comes to coins, you have to, to get a good value out of them, you have to have them graded and make sure that they're, in good condition and things like that. So I know something like that. But how to go about doing that with these? Do I get them all graded? Do I get some of them graded? Do I even open them? How do I open them? How do I take care of them? None of this I know. That's why I want your help to sort of guide me in the right direction to figure out what I'm going to do. Now, give you a little history on these cards. These cards, I played with these when I was a kid. I was 7 years old in 1977. That shows you how old I was, okay? So I was 7 years old when the movie came out. I was 7 years old when I got these cards, 8 years old, somewhere around in there. And I played with them as a kid. I didn't have any friends to trade with. I didn't have any other nerdy friends who were interested in this. So I just played with them myself. And then I put them away for a while. And then about, 15 years or so later, I was probably in my early 20s. This would have been around, the late 1980s, the early 1990s. I pulled them out again and looked at them and thought, you know what? These might be worth something someday. So I wrapped them, I put a rubber band around them. I wrapped them in this paper, right? Because, that'll protect them. And I threw them in a box. And there they sat for the last 30 some years. Okay. Now the box itself has moved around. I've moved a couple of different times since then. And every once in a while I'd look in the box and pull out all this other stuff. Oh, I don't need this anymore. I don't need this anymore. These always stayed. These always said, okay, I'm going to put these back in the box. So now, nearly 50 years later since I first got these, I think I'm ready to part with them. I want to know what to do. I want to do it right. Now, I know that because these were played with and they weren't stored properly and things like that, and you can actually look at the edges and you can see that, they're not in pristine condition. I understand that. I also understand that I'm not going to get $325 for my Obi-Wan card. That's, I think, is in here, if I'm remembering correctly. But maybe I can get something for it. I don't know what they're worth. So, and maybe all of this is just, they're worth $10. And I think they're probably worth more than that, but I don't know that they're worth the pristine condition. So I don't know. I don't know anything when it comes to this. That's why I need your help. I need your guidance. Tell me what to do. Now, I'm not going to open these right now. My plan is I'm going to wait for a couple of weeks. I want to get your feedback to find out what to do, how to do this correctly. How do I open this up? How do I take care of them? I probably need to, maybe sort through them and figure out the key cards. I'm assuming there are some key cards in here. Maybe do those get graded or are they just not in good enough condition to even worry about that? I don't know. I'm going to figure that out. Do I put them into individual holders? Am I going to damage them if I try to put them, to slide them, an old card, beat up card like this, to slide it into a holder? What do I do? Or, let's have some fun. Do I just sell this entire batch? I haven't opened this batch in over 30 years. I don't remember what's in there. I kind of remember a little bit from 30 and 40 years ago, but not very much. Do I just sell this batch unopened as a mystery batch on eBay? That'd be kind of wild. I don't think I'm going to do that because I'm curious. I want to see what's in here. So how do I do this? leave some comments. Tell me what to do. Tell me what the next steps are. I'm going to read those comments over the next few weeks and then sort of go from there. Or even if maybe there's some content creators out there who are into this, I don't know, on YouTube who are into Star Wars cards or trading cards and know exactly what to do. And maybe we could collaborate on a little video or 2 videos or something to go through this, figure out what I have, figure out what it's worth, and then follow the process along. What happens next? What happens when I sell them? How much is an old stack of, I don't know, I'm guessing maybe 7,500 cards here, 75 maybe. How much is an old stack like this even worth? And what can we realistically get for it? Do we send them in for grading? Let's follow that process. I don't know what to expect, but maybe a content creator can sort of walk me through that and help me figure that out. I think that'd be kind of a fun project. So if you know any content creators like that, send them my way, share this video with them, let them get in touch with me in the comments. That'd be a way to do that. So I'm not going to open these right now, but what I am going to do is I'm going to show you as much as I can without trying to damage, because I don't, and maybe I'm going about this way too much and I'm overthinking this way too much, not wanting to damage these. But I want to do it right. So I'm going to show you what I have so that you can guide me the best way I can. All right, so let's go over here. Let's take a look at these cards. A stack of, I'm guessing, 75 to 100. Now, the other thing I've noticed is that they're not all Star Wars. Most of them are Star Wars. Like I've got the blue series here, then I've got the red series and the yellow series and the green series. I don't even know who makes these cards. But then down here I have a couple of white cards, and I don't think those are Star Wars. And then down here are some blue cards down here. And if I look on the back, see this? I think those are Moonraker, like James Bond 007 Moonraker cards. Because I was into space. I didn't care about James Bond and stuff like that. I just liked there's a shuttle in the movie, so I got the cards, and that's what Star Wars was all about. I was 7. What do you expect? So this last little stack here, I think these are the Moonraker cards. There's a couple of something else. I don't remember what they are. And then I've got the 4-color original series. And again, these are from 1977. Now, I'm going to carefully, here, I'm going to give you a close-up of what the edges look like. I don't know if the camera's focused a little bit. You can sort of see that. From the back first, I'm going to peel this back a little bit. You can see what the back of that looks like. In fact, I'm probably going to, right now, I'm just going to tear this top piece of paper very gently, pull it away. There we go. So you can sort of see the condition of that back card and maybe give you an idea of what the other ones look like. All right. Now we're going to go to the front card. Oh, I just touched that. I probably shouldn't be doing that. Yeah, do I use gloves with this? Should I be using gloves? With coins, you got to use gloves sometimes. I know that. But I don't know if that's the case with cards. All right. So let's take a look at this front card. Let's see what we can see. So I think this first card is Luke Skywalker. I'm just going to carefully pull this back. Yeah, there we go. Again, I haven't taken this rubber band off in over 30 years. So that's clearly a Luke Skywalker card. Now, if I remember correctly, there's probably like a few hundred cards in this series. I'm thinking, this is a guess at this point. And I'm thinking I don't have numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 all the way through. I think I probably have like number 1, then I have number 4, then I have number 7, then number 8, then number 15 or something like that. So I'm guessing that's what this series looks like. Exactly what cards I have, I don't know. I got to figure it out. But there you can see the quality of them. The corner of this first one is, a little scruffy. These were played with. These were toys when I was a kid. So I played with them. But maybe, maybe they still have some value. Maybe there's some key cards in there that are in there. I don't know. Let's take a look at I'm going to very gently take a look at the other side. Maybe just pull this up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Oh, look at that. Mark Hamill, Luke Skywalker. That's kind of cool. So there are a bunch of cool cards in there. I don't know what they're worth. I don't know what I'm doing. Give me some information. Give me some guidance. help me figure out what are my next steps with these. Again, it's going to be a couple weeks until I open these up, assuming that's what you say to do. Open them up, sort them out, figure out what I've got, and then go from there. So we're going to see what this is going to be. It's going to be an adventure for all of us. Stay tuned.